Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Kylie if you're new, and today I'm going to be telling you guys my favorite kills from all the Friday the 13th movies. Now, on top of giving you guys my favorite kill from each movie, I'm also going to be talking about some honorable mentions, and I might do some worst kills as well. I might just sprinkle some in there a little bit, I don't really know. But I will indeed be starting with the first Friday the 13th movie and then working my way up to the 2009 remake. I know that I also reviewed the fan-made film Never Hike Alone, but there wasn't really much of a body count in that movie, so I'm not going to be talking about that one today. But let's just get into it. So for the first Friday movie, I have two honorable mentions, and then I will tell you guys my favorite kill. So the first honorable mention has to be the axe through Marcy's head. Now this one is definitely not my favorite because it does happen off screen, but then you do see her head and it's a good one. I just think that an axe is a really good weapon for a murderer. So that one had to make my honorable mentions. My other honorable mention is indeed the death of Pamela Voorhees. Because who doesn't love a good decapitation? That whole climactic scene with her getting hit and falling down and then chasing Alice again and then oh my god, absurd, but then her final death kind of made up for it. But the number one kill from this movie, I mean, you guys could probably guess it, it's obviously Kevin Bacon's death. Yeah, pretty intense. You love to see it. I think that one is probably one of the grosser kills in this movie, and the fact that they kind of like tried to copy it in a lot of the other Friday movies, but never quite as successfully, definitely is a testament to this kill. Okay, let's move on to Friday the 13th Part 2. Okay, so my first honorable mention from this movie is during the sex scene when Jason puts a spear through the two lovebirds. Little fun fact about that scene, that girl was actually underaged, which is why the sex scene ended up being PG-13 rather than R, and ew. But I thought that that was a good kill. It was a 2-for-1. He made them into a shish kebab. Cool. My second honorable mention has to be the ice pick through Alice's skull. Nothing really too special about it, although she does find a head in her fridge, and so, you know, it's a good moment. Another honorable mention definitely has to be the guy in the wheelchair that falls down like 4 flights of stairs. It's just so goofy. Honestly, that's an honorable mention because it kind of made me laugh. But my number one kill from part 2 is actually the guy that's hanging from the tree who gets his throat slit. And it's not because the kill is anything spectacular. I mean, I do like the fact that he's strung up like an animal being slaughtered and then like has his throat cut because he was a perv. So I just kind of enjoyed seeing him die because seeing creepy men meet their maker is fun for me. Moving right along to part 3, there were some good kills in this movie. So I have like 3 or 4 honorable mentions, I think. My first one is the harpoon through the eye. Harpoon guns are cool. That's basically all I have to say. I love that kill. My next honorable mention has to be the kill of Shelly, who was kind of the jokester of the group, and he had already cried wolf one time and like played dead once. So then when he was actually dying, this girl like thought he was just joking, and then she realized that he wasn't, and then oh my god, her acting is so terrible.
Nice makeup job.
That one just makes me laugh, so that has to be an honorable mention. My third honorable mention is the knitting needle through the back of the neck. Now, like I mentioned, this seemed to kind of be copying the death of Kevin Bacon in the first film, and obviously it's not the same and it didn't quite live up to it, but I did really like it. But my number one kill from part 3, it's gotta be the guy that gets cut in half. He's hanging upside down. He gets cut in half by the crotch. Wow. The best part is actually later when you see that he is up in the rafters and the way that he's all configured and contorted because his legs have been like cut in half and he's been split open, whatever. Oh, it's good. Okay, moving right along to part 4, which is one of my favorites in the series. So my first honorable mention is one of the twins that gets thrown through the window. Nothing too crazy, but it is pretty climactic and I do like it. My second honorable mention is obviously Teddy. It has to be Teddy, who gets killed through the projector screen. Teddy was a creep and it kind of made me happy to see him go, honestly. It also seems to be another copy of the original Kevin Bacon kill, and I guess that might be arguable, but it does definitely have the same flavor. But my top kill from part 4 obviously has to be Jason's death himself. That slide of the skull down the knife, I mean, oh. I did mention that kill in my review, so you probably saw this coming, but wow. Moving right along to part 5, which I didn't think had the best kills of the series. I only have one honorable mention, and that is the road flare in the mouth. That was very unique. I have never seen anything like that in a slasher before, and I really liked it. Interesting weapon. But my top kills definitely have to go to the couple that was having sex in the woods. Both those kills had to do with the character's eyes, and I can't really say I've seen anything like that either, but the poor girl. Yup, got garden shears to the face, and then the poor guy. Yup, got a belt squeezed around his head until I guess he popped. I didn't really like the scene of them prior to those kills, but I thought that those were the most unique in the movie and therefore go to my number 1 spot. Okay, so we are already moving along to part 6. Honorable mention is the couple in the car, these poor people. So Jason tosses this poor guy. I mean, just looks like a rag doll, but that's my first honorable mention, and then my second one definitely has to go to the girl in the RV who got her face crushed into the metal, and you don't really see that happening, but you do see her face coming through the metal. Just kind of campy, just kind of fun, made me laugh. I thought that was a good one. But my number 1 has to be to the person who got folded in half. I don't have a lot to say about that, just I like when people get folded in half. Okay, so part 7, it was a little bit lackluster for me, and so I'm just gonna go straight to my number 1, and that was the party horn in the eyeball. Now I know that it happens off screen, but you do see it later, so like I'm kind of fine with it because it looks really weird, and it also makes a funny noise. I do suppose Jason's death is kind of cool. I mean, whatever. It's not the best one in the series, but Jason's death is good too, so I guess I'll throw that in honorable mention. Okay, so part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. My honorable mention for this movie is the kill in the sauna. Again, it's just very unique. I've never seen anything like that. The rocks through the rib cage and just, gross. But my number 1 kill definitely has to go to the poor boxer who got his head punched off. Yes. That scene is ridiculous. He punches Kane Hodder for like a minute and then gets his head blown off. I mean,
motherfucker.
I think it's my favorite mainly because it's comical. I just find it so funny. Okay, part 9. Actually, so this one is one of my least favorites in the franchise, but some of the kills were really gross and pretty good. The honorable mention has to go to Jason, who essentially got exploded in the beginning of the movie. Yeah, a pretty climactic way to go, and it started the movie off with a bang, certainly. But my number 1 definitely has to go to what I refer to as the melty cop guy. I can only imagine what it would be like to have my jaw separated from my face because I'm melting. Okay, so moving right along to Jason X, or as I like to call it, Jason Takes Space. So I have a couple honorable mentions. The first one definitely goes to Jason's first death, where his head gets exploded. I like watching this man explode, I guess. Yup, and then my second honorable mention definitely goes to the guy that got his back broken over Jason's knee. Honestly, I love to see that because so often in movies you see characters like break broomsticks or whatever over their knee. You never really see them break a person over their knee, so I like that. But my number one kill, obvious, duh, it has to be the liquid nitrogen kill. I know that Mythbusters said that that wasn't realistic or whatever, wouldn't happen, but it's still a great kill, and I know that it's kind of obvious and like very predictable. It's everyone's favorite kill, but it's everyone's favorite kill for a reason. So moving right along to Freddy vs. Jason, and my first honorable mention definitely goes to the guy that got his head whipped around.
You weren't involved.
The CG in that moment is not great, but I do really like the concept. Now my second honorable mention has to go to the poor stoner who got cut in half. Yeah, wow. If you couldn't tell by now, I do enjoy watching people getting cut in half. But my top kills for this movie definitely go respectively to Freddy and Jason, because I know they didn't technically die because in the end it's, oh psych, they're both alive, whatever, but I do still think that that final scene qualifies as them killing each other, and I think it counts as kills, okay? I wish I could have put the whole scene in there, honestly, but you know, copyright. Okay, we are finally on to the 2009 remake. Here we go. My first honorable mention definitely has to be poor Jen, who I thought would make it, but sadly did not, and she got a hook in the back. I think I honestly just like this one because it was so unexpected, and it was like, yes, they took it there, murder that main character. My second honorable mention definitely has to be the amazing axe throw into the back. I mean, that just demonstrates quite a skill. I thought it looked so good. That's one of my favorite kills. And my final favorite kill definitely goes to the poor girl that got strung up in her sleeping bag and got burned to death. She was a very inconsequential character, did not care about her at all. I just thought it was a very unique kill. I had never seen anything like it before. And it also kind of pays homage to some of Kane Hodder's best kills with the girls in the sleeping bags. So yes, I know there wasn't a ton of commentary in that video because I just kind of wanted to share a lot of my favorite kills with you guys. But let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want me to do this in other series in the future, like with my Halloween one or with my Nightmare on Elm Street one, because I will certainly do it. Next week will finally be my ranking video of all the Friday the 13th films. Wow, it's a long time coming, and that list was so ridiculously hard for me to make. That video might be kind of a mess, but it'll be entertaining, I hope. So let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know all of your favorite kills down below, absolutely. I post on this channel 3 days a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I post on my vlog channel once a week, so that's 4 videos a week. That's a lot of content, baby. You can also follow my social media. I'll put those up on the screen right now. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, so go crazy, go stupid, have fun, say what's up. Definitely check out those petitions and GoFundMes down below. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that I catch you in the next one. Bye!